Hello students, today in this video we are going to discuss about the digestion of protein, what are the different type of enzymes helps in the digestion of protein and what are the sites where the digestion of protein takes place. So let's see how this digestion of protein occurs in our alimentary canal. So first of all we have to understand that what is the meaning of digestion. The meaning of digestion is that conversion or the breakdown of the substance from complex substance to simpler one. That is the meaning of digestion. So digestion means to break down the complex substance into the simpler substance. So protein is a complex substance and we called it macromolecules. So protein is a macromolecule. It is a macromolecule, or we can say that in a simple term it's a complex substance. Okay. Now, so what we have to do in the digestion? So this protein should be converted into the simplest form so that it can be easily absorbed by our body. So first of all, try to understand that what is the structure of protein, how this protein made up of. The protein is basically made up of amino acid. So in this form, we can write in a short form, this form, amino acid. So we can say that amino acids are the monomer of protein. So when the lots of monomer of amino acid combined, so here you are able to see that 1, 2, 3 amino acid combined each other with a peptide bond. So there is a bond is here, peptide bond. So when they combine together, they form a complex substance called protein. So in digestion, we have the target is to achieve this amino acid. So this protein should be converted or break down into this amino acid, because amino acid is the simplest form of protein and this is the best part of the protein, best monomer, which can be absorbed easily by our body. So our target is to break down the protein, that is complex substance, into the amino acid, is the simplest form. So here the digestion process of protein starts from, so first of all we can say that one more important thing that we have to understand, that enzymes. So all the enzymes in our body, as we earlier discussed in our digestion of carbohydrate also, where we are converting the carbohydrate, that is a complex starch, into the simpler disaccharide, monosaccharide in the simplest form, so that can easily be absorbed. In this way, here enzymes, one term, that is enzyme, is a very important term, and all the enzymes are made up of protein. These enzymes are also called biocatalyst. So this biocatalyst helps in the increase the rate of reaction. So basically the enzymes which they helps in increase the rate of reaction, and they are basically, so for the digestion of protein we need different type of enzymes in which they increase the rate of reaction or increase the digestion process of protein. So these are basically, the protein digestion enzymes are basically in active form. They are basically found in our body in inactive form. And this inactive form of enzyme is called proenzymes. So the enzymes which is not active, they are to make active. So these type of enzymes are called proenzymes, which is not active. We call not active enzymes. So these enzymes should be made active. So let's see how these enzymes get active And first we will start that from where the digestion process of protein starts. Now first we are taking the mouth. So in mouth we have only the salivary gland. So there is no any type of secretion which comes from the salivary gland which help in the digestion of protein. So here there is no digestion of protein initiated in the mouth because we have no any type of secretion which work on protein. So digestion of protein initiated from the stomach. Digestion of proteins initiated from the stomach. The stomach contains some gastric juice, we already know that, as well as we know that HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. So this gastric juice that is secreted by the stomach having enzymes, and these enzymes are present in proenzymes. They are in active form. They are not inactive. They are inactive. They are made to be active. So these proenzymes name pepsinogen and prorenin. Okay, so this is the pepsinogen and prorenin. These two different type of this gastric juice provide the proenzymes, and these enzymes made active. They are converted into active form by the help of HCl. So here, by the help of HCl, these enzymes becomes active, and now they are converted into pepsin, and this prorenin converted into renin. Okay, now this pepsin becomes active, and now on protein, in the presence of pepsin, these protein molecule, this macromolecule or complex molecule converted into small peptide. So they are converted into small peptide, or we can say that the small peptones. Okay, now protein becomes active. Now here renin work on the milk protein. So basically this renin is most active in a infant, the small babies, the infant, those who feed on the milk. So this renin is basically more active in infant, and they work on milk protein, that is casein. This casein, SIEN, casein, and they converted into small peptide. So basically what we understood, in stomach they have two enzymes which are in active form, pepsinogen, that is pepsinogen, and prorenin. Due to the presence of HCl, these becomes active and they converted into pepsin and renin. This pepsin now work on the protein, and they divides and they convert this complex substance into small peptide. Okay, and this renin work on the milk protein and converted into small peptide. So now we got this small peptide, and now this small peptide move to the small intestine. These small peptide, because some of the digestion occurs in the stomach, and we got small peptide, means the smaller form of the protein. Now these small peptide moves to the small intestine. Now the small intestine contain proenzyme. Again they have the enzymes for the protein digestion, that is trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and procarboxypeptidase, and they all are in the proenzymes. They are in inactive form. Now they are converted into active. So who will convert into active form? So let's take now this introkinase this enterokinase is secreted by the intestinal juice. So the intestine they have their own juice, and they contain enterokinase. This enterokinase helps to activate these enzymes. So here let's take trypsinogen. Let's take trypsinogen. They, in the presence of this enterokinase enzyme, they are converted into trypsin. They are converted into TRY, trypsin. And now this trypsin activate these both enzymes. So chemotrypsinogen, they, in the presence of trypsin, they converted into chemotrypsin. This chemotrypsinogen, it's a chemotrypsino, it's a little bit wrong here, trypsinogen converted into chemotrypsin. This is the active form. Now again this pro-carboxypeptidase, these also activate by the help of this trypsin. With the help of this trypsin, and it converted into carboxypeptidase enzyme. So this is the active form. So here we are getting, this is present in the pro-inactive form, and this enterokinase, with the help enterokinase, that is the interstitial juice, this trypsinogen converted into, in the presence of enterokinase, converted into trypsin, and this chemotrypsinogen, with the help of this trypsin, they converted into chemotrypsin, and pro-carboxypeptidase, that is trypsin, converted into carboxypeptidase. So here these trypsin, this is, let me mark, this trypsin, this chemotrypsin and carboxypeptidase, these all are active. These all are active enzymes, and now they work on, now they all work on small peptide that we get from this here. When in the stomach we get small peptide we earlier discussed here. So this small, they work on this small peptide. These all activated enzymes, these work on small peptide and convert the small peptide into amino acid. And now this amino acid is the smallest molecule that will be easily absorbed by the interlining of the intestines. So this is the way, in this way, the digestion of protein takes place. Thank you.